anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle for today, Sunday, November 24th, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube, or not, totally up to you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. We love that when that happens. If some of it does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We don't want to make you force something that doesn't fit. Don't force it. Don't make it fit. If it doesn't fit, don't force it. Trust me. I know. I've been there. We're going to use Fearless Familiars by J. Edward Neal. You can find this deck and others at shadowartfinds.com. They also have an Etsy store. I say they because I believe it's a husband and wife team. I believe. Even though his name is on there. I think his wife helps him with the business, I think. We got one card on the table. Two cards on the table. Three cards on the table. Oh, I love that kind of energy. I love it, I love it, I love it. We got four on the table. I really hate the fact that sometimes we, the readers, we, the good people, the good witches, have to school these children. I don't know what else to call them. Bad witches, shitty witches, I don't, kitchen witch, I don't know. But they're not good. They don't know what they're doing. We got six on the table. Seven on the table. We're going to do two more shuffles. I got new affirmations decks last night, technically this morning, because they were sitting outside my door. And I did post to the community tab with them for like a first run, but I forgot to bring them in here. One more, third one more. There used to be a little religious pamphlet, and I cannot remember what it is called, but maybe someone would know. If you know, leave it in the comments. And they would put out a little, it was probably like a 15, 20 page like little booklet, looked like a pamphlet, something press, I want to say, but is about religion. And my ex-best friend's mom used to have it all the time. And when I would go over to visit, or even sometimes when she would come to my parents' house, she would bring it with, and I would read the stories in there. And one of the I don't know what you would call it, one of the sections of the pamphlet was called His Mysterious Ways. I think His Mysterious Ways. So like God's mysterious ways. And I always love reading those stories because it was people. It was really about supernatural things happening to them and believing that it was signs from God. Yesterday, I was scrolling through my Facebook page looking for pictures of me for a post that I did on TikTok. And I found a picture of a reading that I did last year, beginning of this year. And it was 3 cards. And it was from the Love Oracle, which is one of my favorite decks, one of my first decks I ever got. And the 3 cards were unfinished business, partying, and the predator. One card was from the Fearless Familiars, and the other 2 cards were from the Love Oracle. And I reposted it really early this morning. And I said, she's not welcome back here. And I put the years 2022, 2023, 2024. Because every year I'm going to reevaluate how I feel about her. The predator. The ex-best friend that sexually assaulted me twice. Every year she will find herself under judgment. And even though I feel this way, I wrote on that post that she's mentally ill and she needs help. And the funny thing is I have probably said almost from day one that she is mentally ill and she needs help. And I hope she gets it. Bottom of the deck for today's read, November 24th, 2024. It's my little story for you for the day. I'm going to set this over here. Top of the deck was the Charmer. We've got 8 cards on the table. We've got Fury, Sleepless. Sorry, my phone it's on silent, but it's flashing at me. We got Evil Eye, the Adept, the Novice, the All-Seer, the Queen, and again, bottom of the deck, the Predator. The reason why those 3 cards resonated with my situation for the ex-best friend is because A, we do have unfinished business. I will say any and all day that people do owe you an apology when they fuck you over. Narcissistic people will tell you they do not. Do I ever think I'm going to get an apology? Absolutely not, because she's narcissistic and she's mentally ill. The party card was because both times she sexually assaulted me, it was at a party. The first time was my birthday party for when I turned 42. And the second party was Labor Day. And the predator because I call her a predator. And sometimes a monster. Feminine, masculine, take out resonates. It doesn't matter. Somebody has a lot of sleepless nights. This person is angry. They're upset that they sent someone an evil eye, and they thought they were going to have a swift return on it with the Adept card, but they have not. Or at least they haven't seen any swift return on it. They sent this towards someone that they consider a novice, but who is actually an all-seer. So the odds of this evil eye actually even sticking to this person, not likely. Not likely at all. This sleepless person that is angry over this evil eye and the outcome thinks of themselves as a queen, but they are in fact a predator. King, queen, it doesn't matter. They're actually a predator. Anyone that performs any type of black magic for bad and not good, like if you perform magic for bad and not good, if you're sending evil eyes, if you're sending love spells, if you're sending money spells, health spells, any type of negative spell to hurt someone, this is what you are. Because in fact, this novice is actually the all-seer, a quote-unquote queen. I would prefer to be called a high priestess, but I'm not really a fan of the word queen. Ever since I watched the Oracle on TikTok, and she said that the original meaning for the word queen was prostitute, and if you look it up, it is. And I don't know about you, but I don't like to be referred to as a prostitute. And it kind of makes sense when you think about it, because technically, throughout history, the king is the king and he's the ruler of the whole shebang, whereas the queen is just there to serve him. Technically. So, prostitute, I don't prefer to be called a queen. I prefer to be called the Humble Hermit, but that's just me. I am quite at home with that name, let me tell you. This person really gets their back up over this all-seer. I'm not even going to call them a novice because that's a disservice to this all-seer. They really get their back up about this person. I just heard good and mad. Good and mad. They've sent this evil eye more than once, I want to say. Because the novice card has like 2 half moons. When I look at the all-seer card, it has like a moon, and then it has this. When you look at the queen card, it has like. I'm looking at the lines. So like this technically would be like a sideway moon. But I'm looking at the lines. I'm counting the lines there. So probably like 6 plus evil eyes. The sleepless card, this is someone, this predator, they put themselves on a pedestal. I don't know that other people look up to them. I'm sure there are other people that look up to them, sadly. But this person thinks of themselves as like a high value being. Like I don't if you're doing negative shit to people, I don't know how you could think that you're high value. I mean, I guess to the devil, but not to God, not to me, not to the person you're sending the evil eye to. And when I look at the evil eye card, I know it's not like technically hiding in the grass there, but I picture this person hiding, like constantly I'm just going to say it, constantly cloaking their own energy so that they go unseen. This brings up something that I want to talk about just because I've noticed it personally. I'm a Gemini, I'm a Virgo rising, I'm an Aries moon. Those are the three things that stand out. I'm a Gemini sun, a Gemini lover. But those are the three signs that stand out for me: Gemini, Virgo, and Aries, okay, from my chart. For probably like the last maybe 3 or so months, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I've noticed that someone has, and I'm not going to say who, but you can make a guess. Someone that was in my life in the past is cloaking their energy and trying to cloak themselves in my Gemini and my Virgo signs so that they show up in these readings. And then when I watch Gemini and Virgo, I watch it and I'm like, that's like not even and I realize that there's a billion Geminis out there, there's a billion Virgos out there. I realize that. But when I watch it, I just get this feeling like this person has cloaked themselves in my signs so that they steal my signs and come up in my signs. And I know this sounds crazy, but when I watch their sign, nothing ever comes up about like what they've done, or how you can, cross watchers can vice versa. Like it wouldn't even make sense for me to cross watch it, like flip it for cross watch, because their sign keeps coming up as if it is not their sign. Like I can just feel it. And the only reason why I know that is because I wouldn't typically watch their sign because I don't want to have anything to do with them. But one of my parents and one of my old friends is the same sign. And I have a friend that's like a cusp. So I would watch for them. But the funny thing is this person's energy, what I believe is their energy, keeps coming up in Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Aries. And I just, like I'm saying, this person is like trying to cloak their energy so you can't detect them. That's how I feel about this person. This person is trying to cloak their energy in my energy, but then also in what I believe is other signs in their birth chart so that they don't come up as their actual sign. And then I thought about, well, damn, how many people out there actually do that? Like witches that do black magic, kitchen magic, moon magic, jar magic, whatever. How many of them actually cloak themselves either in someone else's sign, someone else's energy, or in a lesser sign from their own birth chart so that nobody knows it's them? How many people actually do that out there? Because I would imagine a lot. Like for me, like I don't give a fuck. Like I just told you what my signs are. And I have other signs in my chart. Sometimes they resonate, sometimes they don't when I watch readings. Like it's too late. Like I already outed myself. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's why they're doing it on purpose. Maybe they're doing it on purpose because they know that I know and they think it's funny. I don't know. I mean, I think it's stupid because here's why I'm going to say it's stupid, because I go out there every day and tell the truth, and I am who I am, and I put my fucking bare ass on the line for myself, and I would put my ass on the line for every other fucking human on this planet. I'm not afraid to tell you that I'm a Gemini, that I'm a Virgo rising, that I'm an Aries sun, that I'm a Gemini sun, that I'm a Gemini lover. But some dumb motherfucker out there thinks it's funny to use my sign to cloak themselves in my energy, to cloak themselves in a lesser energy on their own birth chart. Like, you are a fucking pussy. Whoever does that out there is a fucking pussy. Cuz why would you even need to do that? And it's funny because, like I said, once I realized, probably like 2 months ago or so, I realized it's November, so yeah, before I went on vacation, definitely before I went on vacation in September, when I realized I stopped watching all other readings except for Gemini, because at the core, I'm a Gemini. I was born under the Gemini sun, or sign, well, sun too, but I stopped watching all other fucking signs. And even now, when I watch, I only watch for Gemini and Virgo. I don't even watch for Aries, because that's a whole other bag of dicks right there. Yeah, I just said that. Um, I watch for Gemini and Virgo, and if either one of them seems like it's nowhere near my energy and it nowhere near resonates, 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in, I cut it off and I move along. I'll just go watch a movie or something, because I'm not going to sit there and feel like I can feel someone else like cloaking themselves in energy that's just not theirs. And that's, I don't know if you guys have ever felt that, if you've ever seen that, drop it in the comments, because it's not nice. It's just not nice. And don't get me wrong, I know there's other Geminis out there, but when I watch a reading and I'm like, this is like nowhere even close to me, but I get it, a vision, or I get a feeling that it's someone that I know and they're faking their sign, like they're cloaking. It's just a nasty ass energy. Like, it's putrid, honestly. And kind of sad, because you don't want to be who you are. You're so, you know you're so fucking horrible of a human that you have to cloak your energy in someone else's. Think about it. Think about it. mm. That's what this person is doing. That's what this predator is doing. This is probably someone that does a lot of spells to remain hidden, to remain, unseen. Um, Eventually all those will wear off. Eventually God will put their foot down and say, "Fuck you, you're not doing that anymore. Um, Clean up your act, or be gone." You know, because at some point this predator is not really going to have a choice. They're going to have to come out into the world as they are and be proud about it, or they're going to be done for, because God's not going to put up with that for forever. And God only puts up with it as long as they can use it to their advantage. Or if they make a deal with the devil and the devil can use it to their advantage. That's the only reason why that they put up with it. When it stops being advantageous to them, you're over, you're done. You have to make a choice. You will be told you have to make a choice. That's why people, complain like, oh, why do bad things happen in the world? Oh, why did I go through, 5, 7 years of bad luck? Because God lets things play out for so long, and then they bring in the axe or they bring in the miracle. Whichever tool is in reference to anyone at any given time. It's the way it is. I told you guys the last couple days, there's no such thing as coincidences. Everything is fated, everything is destined. So, however this predator is behaving, that's how they were always meant to be. Whether they change and heal and grow, or whether they remain the way they are and they get the axe, that's their fate, that's their destiny. I have no idea what that is. And I would not want to tap into that. That is none of my business. If God's not going to show it to me, I'm not going to ask. This person expected a return on this evil eye, or well, not a return, but they expected this evil eye to hit and work. And when it did not, again, that's where the fury comes from. This person has their back up because now there's the fear that this evil eye is going to return and hit them or hit someone that they know and love. And this predator, they think of the novices, they think of the all-seer as the novice, they think of themselves as an all-seer, a queen. And they technically at their core probably think of themselves as a predator and don't give a shit, honestly, because this is someone very much in their ego. This predator sending the evil eye, this predator that has sleepless nights, that's in a fury over this evil eye not sticking to this all-seer. This is someone that God is only going to give them so many more chances to get their shit together, and they're going to lose. Forget about the evil eye. They're going to lose whatever ability they have. So, like, if this person's a seer, if this person's a psychic, if this person technically has healing capabilities that they don't utilize properly, this person is going to lose all that. And I just heard they're so close, so close, so close. And they're going to put themselves in a very sticky situation because they could end up sending out another evil eye or some other type of spell to try and control this all-seer. And instead, they're going to lose their powers, and then that shit is going to come back on them. And that is going to be so fucking rough. That's going to be so fucking rough. Like, I would not want to be this person. I would not want to be this predator. And the thing is there's nothing, like there's no cards that came out about protection, or like I'm not seeing anything specific in the cards, but my educated guess would be that this all seer, since they're a seer, probably highly intuitive, possibly psychic. I mean, you guys know how I feel about that. I feel like every person has those capabilities. A lot of people just don't tap into it. I'm assuming that this all seer is probably protected, and I'm assuming that this all seer knows how to protect themselves. So, but again, this predator thinks of them as a novice, like as, you know, if they think of themselves as the queen, they probably would think of this all seer as like a page, right? If we use tarot terms. Because I'm seeing someone that when they first started doing whatever that they were doing to this all seer, whatever they thought they were planning, whatever shenanigans, I don't think they realized who this person was. I think they were sending them some crazy shit, some crazy magical shit, and it wasn't coming back to them. And they figured, oh, okay, so yeah, this person is a novice. Like, they don't know what they're doing. So I'm going to send them this stuff and they're just going to take it. I don't think this all seer was taking anything. I think this person was highly protected. I think God, this person's angels, this person's ancestors, dearly departed loved ones, I think they were deflecting all this. Because I see like a hand holding like like a globe and light coming out of it, and they're holding it, and it's like, to me, that is all the spell work. That is all the negative bullshit that this predator sent to this all-seer. And someone has it in a ball in their hand. And at any given moment, they're going to take that ball and they're going to throw it back at this predator. And that is what I'm saying. That is going to be a rough fucking ride. When that all comes back at once, I mean, technically, when it hits, it might not all come back at once. But in theory, like, you look at it like that, that is horrifying. And I will say this again, I do not understand why people just can't use magic for the good for themselves. Like, why do you have to send people evil eyes? Why do you have to talk down on people? Why do you have to gossip about them like really badly? Why do you have to put things on the internet and say that such and such is, you know what I mean? Like, why are you doing spells to the moon? Why are you grave digging? Why are, like, I just don't understand. Like, how do you think anything good is going to come out of that? Money? Like, oh, you're going to get money? Congratulations. Money is fleeting. One day, money will mean absolutely fucking nothing. Seriously, one day, money will mean absolutely nothing. What are you going to do then? Kitchen witch, what are you going to do then? It's like universal baseball. Like, seriously, this globe they have in their hand. Sorry, my nose, it just like right on the inside outside. All right. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there because okay. So the funny, sad. I don't know. When you look at this predator card and you look at this cat looks like they just got bitch slapped. Like seriously, they look like unhappy, but unhappy because like they had a talking to. Like mom told me not to eat all the treats in my bowl. Like seriously. It probably because they've been told to stop and they didn't stop. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.